Hey there guys, welcome back to AFC Game by Game. This is my review of Arsenal 5, Bournemouth 1. Brilliant game. Really good performance. Great result. Really helps out in terms of the goal difference. And all round, I'm feeling very positive after this evening. It was exactly what I wanted to see following that victory over Southampton last time out. The 2-0 win where we actually played some really good football. We really seem to be in our rhythm, really finding our stride this evening. Mkhitaryan, Mesut Ozil, Aubameyang, all at the heart of the attack, looking brilliant. And there were a few question marks over the team lineup initially. I myself was a bit ever so slightly concerned that we were lining up with a back three of Monreal, Koscielny and Socrates. As I've said a couple of times this season, I do think that the back three system can work, and evidently it has done tonight. Especially when we've got proper wing backs in Kolasinac and Bella. And in this instance, Cole Jenkinson came in, and Cole Jenkinson plays 90 minutes. Arsenal win 5-1. Coincidence? I'm not so sure, but fair play to Cole Jenkinson. I mean, I know I've banged on about him time and time again this season. I do think he's a guy that's perfectly deserving of an opportunity at this club, whilst we don't have any options and whilst he is still a part of Arsenal Football Club. So I was really pleased to see him start tonight. I really wasn't expecting it, and I think he just showed what an asset he can be to this Arsenal team. Fair enough, he did make a few positional errors. I do think there are a number of times that Socrates was demanding that he got back, and he did seem to struggle to track back at times. But given he was playing as a wing back, it was only natural that he was going to be playing a bit higher up the pitch. And some of the stuff he did going forward, made a few excellent cross-field balls, some excellent crosses into the box, and a good few runs going forward. So I was pleased to see that dogged determination, putting a good few tackles, defended well, I thought. And I'm interested to see if he'll start in the North London derby. I'm pretty certain he won't. I think we might see Mustafi at right back, but again, as he has done so many times already this season, Cole Jenkinson is giving the manager something to think about. But I don't want to make this an entire video about Cole Jenkinson, because honestly I could talk about him all day long. I thought the defence was actually really good tonight. It's a shame that we've conceded, because I do think we look very solid at the back. Koscielny, Socrates and Monreal, I thought they all dealt with their opposing players very well. They didn't have a lot to do, granted, in this game, but what they did have come at them, they dealt with it very well. The goal that we conceded obviously is going to draw criticism to Guendouzi, and I do think that it's a goal that's been coming this season, and I'm amazed that we've gone into the campaign for almost 7 months now, and we've not conceded a goal of that nature just yet, because it's been coming. The number of times we try to play out from the back, we try to be intricate. Unfortunately, Guendouzi is the one that is at the suffering end of it in this instance. But that goal has been coming, and against better teams, they certainly will punish us. As I say, I'm amazed that that's the first goal of that nature that we've conceded this season. But it's a learning curve. We need to clear our lines quicker. Playing it out from the back at times, it is brilliant, but it's not always going to work, especially when we're under pressure in that situation. I do think maybe the goalkeeper's at fault as well for putting Guendouzi in that situation. As I say, I'm all for playing out the back. I can understand the benefits to it, but as well, it's knowing when to do it, and I still think as a team we're learning Emery's philosophy in terms of knowing when to do that. So yeah, disappointing on that front, but fortunately for Guendouzi, we've won this game 5-1. Brilliant goals, courtesy of Mesut Ozil with a brilliant finish. Mkhitaryan, who played brilliantly tonight. He seems to play a lot better with Mesut Ozil on the side. I'm not too sure whether Ozil will start in the North London derby. In fact, I'm pretty certain that he won't, and we'll see Ramsey come in. But I definitely do think he brings out the best in someone like Mkhitaryan. He opens up a lot of space with someone like Aubameyang as well. And it goes to show that we only really had 3 attackers start today in Mkhitaryan, Ozil and Aubameyang, but we still look so good going forward, and Ozil was definitely at the heart of that. And Kolasinac as well was brilliant. So I'm feeling very confident in that game on Saturday against Spurs. I wasn't before, but given that Spurs have lost to Burnley, at the moment they're losing to Chelsea, that might change. But we're looking good. We're playing some very good football. Tottenham away from home in the North London derby is a game where anything can happen. It will be incredibly difficult, but where I thought we'd go there and we'd struggle to pick up a point, I honestly do think we can go there and pick up all 3 now. We've got the players to do it, and a lot of people have spoken about our lack of depth this season, but look at the players that came off the bench today. We've got someone like Aubameyang to come on, we've got Denis Suarez that came on, we've got someone like Ramsey on the bench as well, so I'm feeling very confident in terms of how Emery's utilising the squad, and it goes to show that we made 6 changes from the game against Southampton, and we've still put in such a good performance, and we're still playing so well. It's a shame that Xhaka was out today. I think we're really going to need him for the North London derby, but I thought the balance was good, the team played really well, and it goes to show that we've played this game with the likes of Jenkinson, Guendouzi, a lot of squad squad players in this team as well that you might regard them as, and with players like Monreal at 33, Koscielny at 33, I do think that Emery is utilising the squad, the experienced players very, very well, and credit to him, because I think two great performances with two very contrasting starting 11s, two completely different systems as well. Lot to be positive about, and it'll be interesting to see what lineup we go with against Spurs. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another back three, the exact same back three that we saw tonight. Maybe Mustafi coming in for someone like Monreal perhaps, or Koscielny, considering that he went off at the end of the game with an injury. So it might be a back three of Mustafi, Socrates and Monreal. And then we'll have to see who the wing backs are. But I do feel confident going into that game, and I do feel a bit bad for Bournemouth because, of course, Eddie Howe went into this game with so many of his first team players injured, and that really disrupted them. But they have been poor away from home. We took advantage, and it's a shame that we couldn't have got a few more goals, because Ozil hit the post, Aubameyang had a few opportunities, Lacazette made some brilliant runs when he came on. But I'm really feeling good about things, and it's great that we've got those terrible performances that we saw against Huddersfield and Barté out the way, and we can really look forward to that North London derby on Saturday at 12:30. But on that note, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Brilliant performance tonight, brilliant victory, and a brilliant 5 goals as well. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comments box below. Drop a like on the video if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to AFC Game by Game if you are new to the channel. And as always, I will speak to you very, very soon. See you later, guys.